What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy DMO Damo. We back with another video. Today we're watching Ohmeezzy, DJ Akademiks caught with a 15-year-old in Discord. Yeah, I heard about this. I seen like a little snippet of whatever this shit was. DJ Akademiks, I mean, he been weird. He been on some weird shit, right? We've been on this, so this don't surprise me. But yeah, from what far as I know about this, he was in Discord with some kid, like, and they were just joking around, and it got a little weird in there. It got very weird. Um, yeah. So we better get into it, man. See what Ohmeezzy got to say about this, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let's go.
It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird.
Black boy.
I would appreciate it if you don't do that type of shit with my little bro. That's shit not cool. That's shit not cool. And kids, if you ever in like discords where it's like niggas joking around with you, just make sure you separate yourself from those situations. You know what I'm saying?
2025 is shaping out to be just like 2024. Big streamer Plaqueboy Max is rising to new heights due to all the collaborations and all the news that's being brought to his doorstep, similar to Kai Cenat last year. And one of the OGs of the internet is being exposed as one of these preds or people that does inappropriate or nasty things with children. Now, a lot of people would think that with Max's new In the Booth series and how he's dealing with artists, naturally his path would cross with DJ Akademiks at some point or another. But it's not in the way that you were thinking. I thought it would be on a music tip as well. It is based off of Noor, this 15-year-old streamer, DJ Akademiks, and Discord messages. It's always those private messages and private servers where these people get caught. These old men. These
I heard
freaky,
Noor be
freaky
scamming niggas too.
Max said he wanted to try fucking a dude. Would you let him fuck you?
No.
Why not? Yo, you always wanted me to be next to you. Now I could be inside of you. Pause.
Nah, you suck a dick though.
Oh my God, I've been waiting to get out of here. That's right, you just heard Akademiks ask Noor, a 15-year-old streamer, would he let Plaqueboy Max penetrate his 15-year-old booty hole like this? It's a freaky frog. I can't wait to pack his ass up. That shit is disgusting. I don't even know how else to describe what was just shown to our faces. And I know people are gonna push it off as jokes and all this other stuff. Stop it. You gotta stop. Stop caping for these people. A joke is not asking a 15-year-old what would happen if you let Plaqueboy Max penetrate you, or if
35.
Plaqueboy Max asks like, that's so
by the way.
fucking disgusting. That is a weird dude.
That nigga is
that's
9 years older than me.
I'm dead ass with that. I know a lot of people are about patterns.
Shit.
You know, one time doing this salute doesn't mean anything, or one time asking about being freaky in the booty hole doesn't mean anything. But what if I told you that it happened again and again and again and again?
So you tell me that there's not another 15-year-old that you could bust down?
If you could do one of them sex changes and you could become a girl
No.
and get pregnant,
No.
that's what he drew the line. He said no. Would you let Max get you pregnant?
No.
If Max got a sister,
He already has a sister.
alright, if she threw you the box, would you smash?
No, because I'm 15.
I ain't gonna lie.
She's above 18.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't imagine having these type of conversations at 35. Like, I'm still, of course, I'm still be jokey and all that stuff, but like, just weird ass conversation. Well, I don't talk like this to the kids anyway, but like, just cause now I do know, like, I play PlayStation with my friends and shit. There's like a 17-year-old that comes in there. We joke with him. Not to this level. Not to this level. The most I say this nigga is, the most I say that nigga is, I'm trying to, I'm trying to fuck his mom. That's it. I'm trying to be his stepdad. That's it. That's it. But telling them to asking this nigga he wanna fuck a YouTuber or a streamer or whatever, like, come on, that's weird.
What I mean?
Okay, what does that mean?
It will be grooming.
He be talking
And it's
shit
funny
to
because
me,
I think
so
that this is the problem with children now in today's age. Not necessarily that there is a problem with the children inherently, is because that adults being in children's spaces has all of a sudden become acceptable. Hear me out when I say this. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with adults playing video games. I don't think that there's an issue with that at all. I think there's a problem when these adults are getting into Discord servers or gaming lobbies with these kids, befriending them and then taking them to private chats and messages and having conversations like this. This is why when I was growing up, it was so important to do things like IRL local play, you know, the LAN parties that we used to have back in the day when Halo was out, or hell, Mario Party or Mario Kart. Those were safe and adored spaces by me, my cousins, and anybody else that was younger. We'd hop on the game and play with other people who were of age. Now imagine if I don't know.
Let's stop lying. Let's stop lying on me. I don't know how old the fuck you is, Ohmeezzy, but nigga, I've been in them Call of Duty parties. You know what I'm saying? Um, I've been playing the game since middle school. Remember getting them fucking party chat. Them niggas used to be not to this level, academics, but they used to be on this shit, this kind of shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no 37-year-old DJ that sits on the couch drinking Hennessy and admires Drake were to pop into our LAN party, literally walk into my house and pick up a controller and talk about me busting down my friend's sister who's 18 and I'm 15, or somebody getting a sex change operation and having them bust me down and get pregnant, or do any freaky sexual things. That just seems so strange, but that's what's happening in real time with this young man.
You ever dream about Max before?
I have, yes. Not in no weird way.
Yo, what the fuck?
I dreamt of us coming to Malaysian meeting. I dreamt of.
Oh, y'all on a vacation. Holy.
I dreamt of him adopting.
Dreamt of him and you and him in Malaysia.
What I find saddest in this situation is the fact that this kid is clearly innocent. First and foremost, he's 15 years old, still a child. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Let's not try to mature people up. Let's not try to bring him to some level that he's not. It's clear in his voice that he is innocent, that he is a child, and that he is uncomfortable with the conversations that are being had. And then even in that last clip that I just showed, it's clear that there are different ideologies and views. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I went overseas this past fall or whatever the case may be. People from different countries don't over-sexualize every single situation like we do in America. The way that everything is paused, ayo, sus, or whatever the case may be is honestly something that's very Americanized. I know for a fact that because I switched mics, people are gonna make comments on this microphone that I have, but again, that is only something exclusively American. So I hate that this young, innocent child from another country is being subjected to these conversations when he just has a famous streamer that he looks up to, a literal role model, somebody that he cares about, somebody that he thinks is the greatest thing in the world and an inspiration for him to be better on a daily basis. Max is doing things that are commendable. Max is doing things that aren't harmful to these people, and it's sad that other people that exist on the internet, these 4 other Discord niggas, one of which being DJ Akademiks, is doing these disgusting things to him.
How did they all get into one call in the first place? Like, how did this even happen?
So this is Ray's Discord. By the way, Ray is Tory Lanez's manager. So he invited me to the Discord. They were playing Fortnite. I asked if I could join. They said, okay. I told them I'm live. They said, okay, that's fine.
They knew you were live and was still talking like that?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So imagine
crazy.
what happens when nobody's live.
Exactly.
Then he sent, I was deafened for most of the call. Didn't know they went that far.
Nah, don't even try that.
He wasn't. My bad for inviting you to the Discord. Don't want you feeling no way. You a cool kid, and I know we all be trolling, but the I heard in those clips when I was deafened wasn't cool. You good. He was speaking in basically every clip.
Yeah,
That's
like,
crazy.
what are you oh, nah.
And then he privated his Instagram afterwards.
That's how you know you're guilty and weird.
All right, so let me get this situation straight.
private
So
it
you
and
invited
deleting
this
shit,
young man, Tory Lanez's manager, by the way,
you're
which
definitely guilty.
I have some things to say about that as well. But Tory Lanez's manager invites you to a Discord, and there's Akademiks there. There's all these other people there, and they say these nasty, disgusting things to you, even knowing that you were live, right? They knew that you were live. And so they still invite you to come on stream, and they start to say these nasty things.
Are you doing a hair routine while you doing the video?
Or asked about it, DJ Akademiks says to you that, hey, I didn't know anything about this. I was deafened the whole time, even though as we listen to the clips, we can clearly hear DJ Akademiks' voice, right? And so then he tells you to delete those things. You're a cool kid. Even though I wasn't there, you know, when I heard those clips, it was all these things, just the denial of the whole situation, right? All these things happen, and yet no apology occurs, no nothing like that, but just an invalidation of your feelings, and you know, telling you that it's not a big deal, don't trip out about it, and for sure, don't tell anybody. That kid just got what I just got. He got groomed. Now, DJ Akademiks is no small-time figure. He streams every single day. So obviously he's going to be held responsible for his actions. He's going to have his feet put to the fire and be held accountable for what he says, right? He's going to take full ownership and apologize and do what's right and not try to, I don't know, justify it or anything like that.
I love Max so much, like, I suck a dick for Max. You know what I mean? And now we're like,
what?
This is
It's not that drastic.
Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I want everybody's opinion on this. Based off of what we heard
35.
from that young boy who seems to be from Malaysia or where, but he doesn't seem to be from this country. Although he is associated with this type of content or whatever, who is he trying to kid? Who does he think is going to believe that this young kid initiated these things? And even if this young kid did initiate these things, that does not mean that you play into it with encouraged conversations to see how far a 15-year-old will go to prove his love and allegiance towards Blackboy Max. Mind you, they kept bringing it sexual. Even if we were to believe that, oh, you know what? He said he would suck a dick for Max. That's crazy. I don't know. Would he run over somebody's toe, or would he do something extreme that doesn't involve sexual acts with another adult person? That just seems pretty logical to me. The whole situation is illogical, but at least that was probably the way that I would go down the path. Not, okay, let me bring more sexual things to this kid to see how far he would go specifically sexually with another adult. But Akademiks finally realizes that he has some apologies to delve out. So he starts doing that to Blackboy Max expeditiously.
Yo, act sound crazy in this clip. And you could stand on that. If you call me and I was just like, nah, that's how I talk to little kids, you could be like, man, this thing act is weird. Here's the thing though, because right now you're in the process of blowing up, right? When you say one thing, everybody just runs with it. So like, you know what, everybody came to me and they were like, yo, yeah, you called in when Max was with Central C, but Max called you a weirdo.
Now look, once again, you just said a lot of shit and I understand. Can you just take accountability and apologize to Nor? That's all. I get he was in the court, but please, then we could call it off and it's good, it's whatever. And I apologize.
I seen clip. This nigga Akademiks was just yapping the Max the whole time.
That conversation that people saw in that clip is not supposed to be a normal conversation between anybody who is of age and somebody underage. You know, obviously, I said what the reasons was. I was on some big bro, little bro.
How are you more mad that Max said that you were being weird or had weird activities, or hell, even if he said you were a weird ass nigga, as opposed to taking accountability for what you did? You're more mad at his community. You're more mad at the backlash. You're more mad at the outcomes, as opposed to being.
Did he call the people that was like talking shit Kendrick fans? Like, nigga, this ain't got nothing to do with Kendrick. Then get over that shit, bro. He called them Kendrick fans.
More mad that you, I don't know, asked a 15-year-old kid if he would change his gender. Hopefully that's exactly what he said, so I don't get misinterpreted, so he can fake be mad about some other stuff when you were caught doing some disgusting shit. And Max is lining up with everybody in this situation. Yo, you're worried about your public perception. You're worried about what everybody else thinks, as opposed to apologizing to the 15-year-old in question.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, this turned me so off. I never need to be on Kai, Max, Aiden, nobody's stream. I don't need nobody who stream. I got my own thing going on. Bro, I'm over here fucking with these niggas, supporting them. I almost hit Grant and said, bro, yo, fuck that. No more Max clips on my page. I'm supporting these niggas, and these niggas is kicking my back in. I get nothing from it.
Yo, no bullshit. You just sat here and said, yo, I shouldn't say shit like this to Nor. I realize. Let's keep it pushing. Who would care? Nobody. I don't even want to sit here and talk about this shit, because I don't give a fuck. But, yo, gang, if you do some weird shit, it's some weird shit. I still, even though that's some weird shit, and even though you try to drag my name, because at the end of the day, if I someone, you feel me? But, like, gang, just take accountability, apologize, understand, push it.
Akademiks is playing peak child behavior right now. It's peak child behavior mixed with also this, I've never had anything, and now that I have this community, I'm losing it, or whatever the case may be. I'm exposing myself. I'm truly showing who I really am.
Act should have been canceled.
Oh, this is a fucking weirdo.
I don't even know why you were talking about this nigga.
Big bros don't do stuff like that. You said I'm trying to be a big bro, but you're over here sexualizing a child with another child relative to you. I know Max isn't technically a child, but you're sexualizing two children relative to your age. I think that that's really weird. Two, you're not taking accountability. You're trying to flip the situation as if it's Max or Aiden or Kai's community, which their communities have nothing to do with this, but you're flipping the situation as if they're the ones who cause you to do these weird things. They're the ones who cause you and Tory Lane's manager Ray to bring Nor, a 15-year-old, in a Discord and chat him up sexually. No. And like Nor said, these are things that were caught on film. I would not be surprised if this is the stuff that happens off camera all all the time. Now, there is a conversation to be had about Discord culture, community culture when you're a Twitch streamer, and the stuff
Discord's
that you put out
wild,
to your
though.
audience and what's okay and
Discord's
what's not
a wild
okay. Now, I'm
place.
not gonna lie, sexual culture and sexual nature, even homosexual nature, all those things are prevalent in these communities and in these conversations. Telling people to suck my dick is not an uncommon act. Telling people to bend over or ayo jokes or any sort of sus culture is not an uncommon act. And also having these fans who are on the younger side is not some uncommon thing. A lot of these kids' favorite now is no longer the basketball player, it's no longer the actor, and it's no longer the rapper, as we've seen in the weeks that
favorites are
have
streamers
already started
and
off
YouTubers.
2025. It's the streamer. So when you mix these sus culture, ayo culture, etc., with this other culture of having a younger audience, it can get very tricky. And tricky is a very harsh word, because in no way did I say that an older man, somebody who is in their 30s, should be coming back to this community and having and playing sexual jokes with minors. Nowhere did I say that, because that's not okay. Akademiks is 35, 20 years older than Noor. So even if you thought that sus culture and ayo culture was something that happens in this community, why did you think that it was okay for somebody who is 20 years the senior of the victim in this situation, okay to say to him these things that you said? And you still have yet to address and apologize to Noor publicly. On your tirades and on your rants is how these communities are trying to paint you as X, Y, and Z. The only reason why they continue to have ammunition is because you don't take accountability. And I talked about patterns earlier in the video, and I'm not gonna lie, it's starting to be a pattern with these people. And I don't care about the accusation conversations. I know accusations can ruin people's lives, and one-off accusations are bad. But again, when we talk about building patterns and repetitions for people, that's where I kind of got to draw the line. When we talk about the situation with the grape victim and the assault charges, okay, I don't necessarily know what happened to that case, but we remember, we notate, and then we keep it pushing. But then there's also instances of you being a calendar counter, talking and engaging with young.
In 2020, it was revealed that Akademiks speaks to teenagers and waits until they turned 18 to fly them out. Luckily, in the case, she did not sleep with him as she realized his predatory ways. I ain't gonna lie. When you 18, October 23rd, did you already make your video? I ain't gonna lie. I say act should have been
not legal, and legal only being by the law, but not mentality. Girls, teenagers at this point, it seems that there's some sort of pattern or case that can be built against you. I don't know. I've never really liked DJ Akademiks. Not that I have like super strong feelings against him, but who is he to tell people about culture and rap and stuff like that? He was just a nerd with a computer, which is something that he's always championed himself as being. But when you give nerds or these people who have been the outcasts money and power and fame and success, they do what a lot of people do. And it's become disgusting, nasty people, and they ultimately expose themselves. But I wish he just didn't expose himself to a 15-year-old victim in this situation. Nor, I hope you're feeling okay. I hope you know that a lot of people don't think that this is okay. This is not normal community building. This is not normal culture. And I hate that your love of Black Boy Max was weaponized and used against you in order for a 35-year-old man to
35.
you. Like, that's disgusting work, my brother. I apologize that had to happen to you.
I know, man. It comes to a time where you just look at yourself like, I'm too old to be doing some shit like this, doing this shit. Like, that should be like a real conversation to yourself. You know, like, you should be like, man, I'm just too old for this shit. Why I'm still doing this? You know what I'm saying? And like, just anybody, like, not just academics, like anybody in general. I'm talking to everybody. Like, nigga, there should always be a point in your life where you should be like, I'm too old for this bullshit, man. Like, 35. Why you in a? I mean, I heard the reason why they was in Discord. Like he just pulls up and somebody invited him, and they was just cool with a nigga, little nigga like that. I think that's normal, especially if it's court. Like just a regular, you just talking whatever, blah blah blah. Y'all just on the game together or something. Like, look, I play the game too. Like, kids coming every once in a while, some underage little jit come in that bitch and play the game with them, and then they leave. Like that's I think that's normal. But yeah, once it gets to those conversations though, like, no, that's not normal. That's not normal. But anyway, but I had an interesting thought. Like, it's crazy, like, how it changed over the years. That like celebrities, like, when I think of a celebrity, I think of like actors, like artists and musicians and you know, and all those people, the basketball players and stuff. Like, But now some of these YouTubers and streamers, like people look up to them. Like I don't know if y'all consider them celebrities or not. I don't really do it. I don't really do. 'Cause I think there are different levels to it. But to think about it, like I'd rather meet like people that I like rather like meet. I'd rather meet some of these streamers and YouTubers. That should be a conversation. That should be a conversation. I think it's because these streamers, YouTubers, they're more personal. Like, 'cause you see them every day and shit. I don't know. Let me know down below how you feel about that one. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to Ohmeezzy. Check out my last video. I watched Ohmeezzy right here. I think I watched an Ohmeezzy video right here somewhere. And check out that video. You might like it right here. And I'll catch y'all next time, man. Peace.